All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Karen Hayes, and this is the Healthy Bones and Balance class. This class is for people who have osteoporosis and osteopenia. It was developed for people with this condition so that they can exercise safely. And we'll be doing a combination of strength training, resistance training, and balance and stretching. So let's get going. Let's just start by walking in place and swinging our arms and just breathing, getting oxygen to our brain. We're getting oxygen to our lungs and to our muscles. This is going to help us to do all the hard work that we're going to do in our resistance training phase of this exercise program. So warming up is important. It's important to warm up before you stretch. You want your muscles warm before you do that so that they don't pull or you don't get otherwise hurt. So now let's step out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, breathing. Out, out, in. Last time to this side, and then we're going to start on the other side. Out, out, in, out, out, in, making your brain work a little bit. Out, out, in, when we switch it up and you have to do a different side or a different pattern, your brain has to adjust. So, all right, then back in the middle, and we're going to lift our knees and our opposite arm swings up. We're starting to use those big muscles of our body, our glutes and our thighs, our legs, hips, shoulder muscles. And breathe. Breathing and back to regular marching in place. And now just gonna do some deep breathing with some knee bends. So legs are hip width apart. You're gonna bend those knees when you come up. Take a deep breath and breathe it out on the way down. Deep breath in. Breathe it out on the way down. Deep breath in. Breathe it out. One more time. Deep breath in. And down. And let's do some shoulder rolls. Up, back, down and forward. 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 Now reverse. Back, up, forward and down. Back, up, forward and down. Back, up, forward and down. One more time. Back, up, forward and down, and just swing those arms out. Let's warm up our neck and our head. We're going to look over our right shoulder, just moving our head and our neck, and move those eyes to look way, way back behind you, like you're pulling out of your driveway with your car. Just stretch those eyes back and come back to center. Let's do it on the left. Look over that left shoulder. Those eyes go all the way back and come back to center. One more time on the right. Looking to the right, eyes go all the way back and come back to center. Last time on the left. Looking over that left shoulder, eyes go all the way back and back to center. Now we're going to try to touch our right ear to our right shoulder. Just bending the neck over to the right side. Shoulder blades are down, shoulders are down. Come back to center. We're going to do that over to the left. Trying to get that left ear to touch that left shoulder while the shoulders are down. You don't want to hunch up. And center again. Over to the right. And center. Over to the left. And center. Now I want you to move your head to an angle to the right. And I want you to push your neck out. I mean, your chin out. Just push that chin out. And then come back to center and retract your chin. And come back. And then over to the left, push that chin out. Really stretch that neck muscle. Back in into center, and then again, retract the chin. And come back. We're going to do some eye exercises. We're going to pretend that we're looking at the face of a clock, and we're just going to move our eyes onto each number as we go clockwise first and then counterclockwise. So everything stays in place, and we're just moving the eyes, and we're going to start up at 12 o'clock just with the eyes and move over to 1 and look as far in that direction as you can just with your eyes, to 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, back to 12, going counterclockwise to 11, 10, 9, really stretch those eyes in that direction, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up to 12. Now close your eyes tight and smile wide, and then open your eyes wide and say, oh. Again, close those eyes tight, smile wide, open those eyes wide and say, oh. All right. Raise those arms up in a wide position, and then bring them down to W. Up again to Y, down to W, up to Y, down to W. Last time, up to Y, down to W. Put those arms straight out in a T, and then up to the L, down to the T, up to the L, down to the T, up to the L. Last time, down to the T, up to the L, and let's do scarecrow. One arm comes down, the other stays up, and then switch. The other one comes down, the other comes up, and switch again, and switch last time. Now bring them both up in the goalpost position, and we're going to bring them in and out, in and out, in and out. Last time, in and out. Now shake those arms out. Bring those elbows into the waist at 90 degrees. And we're going to do a little shoulder press back. So we're going to press our shoulders back and down. And really try to like pinch a quarter between the lower parts of your shoulder blades and then back. And again, shoulder blades go back and down. Trying to pinch that quarter and back. Again, back and down. And release. One more time. Back and down. And release. Now bring those hands down to your side. You're going to do that same motion with your shoulder blades back and down, but this time your arms are straight and you're going to try to touch the palms of your hands together. And then release. Again, shoulder blades are back and down. And release. Back and down. And release. Last time. Back and down. And release. That was warming up our upper back and our chest. Okay. I want you to grab your chair. We're going to do a few balance exercises now. We're going to start with our one-legged stand. So holding onto your chair, you can bring your outside leg up, or you can bring it to tree pose if you'd like, or simply down by your ankle, whatever is comfortable for you. I'm going to lift my knee up, and then I want you to let go of your chair and just balance on one leg. And you can put your hands in any position that help you to balance. You can do prayer position, you can leave them up here like I do, you can put them down. And every time you get off balance, you can hold back onto your chair. And just breathe. And just feel your ankle working, your toes working to keep you in this position, your calf, your thigh. Just trying to keep you all in balance. All of those little and big muscles are helping you to keep in this position, and they're getting stronger while we do this. Breathing. And then come down. Now we're going to do it on the other side. Same thing. Wherever you would want to put your leg. And then when you can, let go of that chair. Put your hands in any position that help you to stay in balance and to stay comfortable, and just breathe while you're here. We're working those toe muscles, the ankles, and all of the muscles of the foot and the ankle and the leg. And just breathe. Looking at one place in front of you, that's called spotting. That helps you to stay in balance. If you want an extra challenge, you can close your eyes and see if you can do this while your eyes are closed. All right, and then just come down, shake it out. We're going to do our toe stands. If you cannot come up on both feet, then just do one at a time. Just alternate. Okay. So holding onto our chairs lightly. We're going to come up on our toes, breathing, stretching that body, belly button to spine, and then down. And up, and down. And up, and down. Up, really stretching, and down, trying to get as far up on your toes as you can, up and down. Last time, up and down. Shake it out. We're going to do our tandem stand. So holding onto your chair, I'd like you to put the heel of your right foot against the toes of your left. And we're simply going to move our weight forward and back. We're not taking our feet, we're not taking them up yet, okay? So they're flat on the ground. And just move forward, bending that front knee, putting your weight on that front leg, and see if you can let go of the chair and just balance here. And then move back so your weight is on your back foot. And balance here. Breathing. Spine is in alignment. Forward again. Breathing. And then back. And of course, hold on to your chair if you need to. And then come back to center. This time I do want you to hold on to your chair. We're going to lift the front toes up and the back heel up. And then if you can, let go and balance here. Oh, Nathan's come to join us. I'm sure you've heard him barking in the background. He usually doesn't bark. He usually doesn't come in the room, but because I'm recording, I guess it's Murphy's Law. But welcome, Nathan. All right, put those toes down and the heels down. And now we're going to do that sequence on the other side. So left heel comes to right toe. You're gonna move your weight to that front leg. You can let go of the chair if you would like and balance here. And then move all of your weight back to that back leg. You're gonna bend that knee as you come back and straighten the front one. Let go and balance here if you can. One more time to the front. And then to the back. It helps to keep your thighs together and tight to balance. Come back to center, hold on to that chair. The front toes come up, the back heel comes up, and let go of the chair for as long as you can and balance here. Just breathing, your spine is erect, belly button to spine, breathing, balancing, letting those legs and feet and ankles work. Hold on to your chair if you start to get wobbly, and then come down with both and shake it out. Okay, we're going to start with our lower body sequence. So if you have leg weights that you want to put on, please go ahead and do that. Grab some water if you want to. And my thing about leg weights is if you choose to use them and you haven't really gotten an okay from your doctor, you might want to do that, because if you have any foot or ankle problems, those weights might not be good for you. So anyways, if you're new to this and you want to use the ankle weights, you should probably have a conversation with your doctor. Okay. So if you'd like to do something with your hand while we're doing our leg exercises as well, grab one of those small squishy balls. And we're going to start with our side leg extension on the right. So you're going to point your toes in, have kind of a pigeon toe, and come up while your body is staying straight, okay? With your ball on the other hand, I want you to press your fingers into the ball, right? Going from pinky to index and back and forth, and just really pressing. So we're starting on the right with the leg, get that pigeon toe going for 1, and pressing the fingers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathing, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, walk it out. We're going to do that on the other side. Leading with the heel. Ready for 1. Squeezing those fingers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, standing up straight. 9, try not to touch that foot when you come down. 10, if at all possible. 11, that will give the standing leg a better workout. 12, 13, 14, leading with the heel, 15. Okay, walk it out. Having that pigeon toe really helps to exercise the muscles that we're trying to target in the upper thigh and the hip. So, second set on the right. Leading with the heel for 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're building finger strength with the ball. 5, 6, and dexterity. 7, as we move from finger to finger. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, walk it out. Last set on the left. Leading with the heel for 1, squeezing with the fingers. 2, 3, try not to touch when you come down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, lead with the heel, 14, and 15. Very good. Walk it out. Now we're going to do our back leg extensions. So again, leading with the heel, we're going to come up this time with a straight leg back, and you're going to be using your glute muscles. So these are the muscles you want to squeeze when you come up, okay? And we're going to do some wrist exercises with the ball in the other arm. So as the leg comes up, I want you to bring your arm up and then just bend your wrist down. Okay, so that's the motion. Ready? On the right for 15, leading with the heel for 1, bending that wrist when you come up. 2, 3, squeezing the glutes when you come up. 4, trying not to touch when you come down. 5, 6, 7, standing straight and tall. 8, belly button to spine. Make sure you breathe. 9, 10, 11, squeezing when you come up. Squeeze. 13, 14, and 15. Walk it out. All right, we're going to do that on the other side. The left leg is going to come back. Leading with the heel, squeezing those glutes for 1, 2, 3, bending at the wrist when you come up with your arm here. 4, 5, squeezing the glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Walk it out. This time, when your arm comes up, I want the ball to be facing the ceiling, and we're just going to do a little wrist curl with it when we come up, like that, okay? So, second set on the right, leading with the heel for 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, really squeezing the glutes as you come up. 6, leading with the heel. 7, try not to touch when you come down. 8, 9, getting a nice wrist curl in there. 10. Squeeze. Squeeze. 13. 14. And 15. Okay, walk it out. We're going to do our last set on the left. Leading with the heel for 1 and 2. Spine stays erect. 3. Really squeeze when you come up with those glutes. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Flexing that wrist. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Great. Let's walk it out. Now we're going to do our hamstring curls, okay? And this time with our hands, we're going to come up and do a power squeeze. So we're going to do like a curl, bicep curl and a power squeeze, okay? So starting with the right leg, again, we're leading with the heel. This time we are bending at the knee and we're working this hamstring muscle for 1 and 2. Doing the power squeeze when you come up, 3. So you're squeezing the ball, 4, and you're squeezing 5, those hamstrings in the back of your leg. 6, try not to touch when you come down. 7, try not to lean, you want to stay straight, belly button to spine. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, power squeeze when you come up, and 15. Okay, walk it out. First set on the left for 1, leading with the heel. 2, really squeezing back the leg. 3, squeezing that ball when you come up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, squeezing, try not to touch when you come down. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, walk it out, shake it out. Second set on the right. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, squeezing. 6, 7, both the ball when you come up and those hamstrings. 8, 9, 10, 11, breathing. 12, back is straight. 13, 14, and 15. Okay, walk it out. Last set on the left. Here we go, leading with the heel and squeezing for 1, 2, 3. If you're not squeezing when you come up, you're only getting half a workout. So you really want to squeeze both that hamstring, squeeze, and your hand. 6, squeeze, 7, squeeze, 8, 9. Try not to touch when you come down. 11, keep in good form. Belly button to spine. 13, 14, and 15. All right, walk it out. Put that chair aside for just a second. Put the ball down. We're going to do our lunge series. So we're going to lunge forward 5, side 5, back side, starting on the right, and then we're going to repeat that on the left. If you would like to stomp while you're doing your lunges, that's great. Stomping builds bone density, especially in the hip area. So we're going to start with the right, and we're going forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the left, front for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, grab that chair again. Grab your big playground ball. We're going to do some leg extensions. So sitting comfortably in your chair, we're going to start with the right leg. We're going to bring that leg up and we're going to point and flex and then come down. And while we do that, we're going to roll our ball down with our fingertips and then back up. Okay? So starting on the right for 1, point, flex, 2, point, flex, 3, point, flex, 4, point, flex, 5, point, flex, 6, point, flex, 7, point, flex, 8, point, flex, 9, point, flex, 10, point, flex, 11, point, flex, 12, point, flex. Remember to sit up straight. 13, point, flex. Don't round your back. 14, point, flex, and 15, point, flex. Okay, punch it out. This time when our foot comes up, we're going to do an ankle circle. Ready? Circle for 1. Circle for 2. Same thing with the ball. You're just rolling it up and down your leg. Again, sitting up straight, just, roll the ball down as far as you comfortably can without curling your back. Circle the other way this time. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, 15. Okay, punch it out, move that ball to the other side. We're going to do point flex on the left, point flex for 1, point flex for 2, point flex for 3, point flex for 4, point flex for 5, point flex for 6, point flex for 7, point flex for 8, point flex 9, point flex 10, point flex 11, point flex 12, again sitting up straight, 13, point flex 14, last one, point flex 15, punch it out, and now we're going to do that ankle circle as we come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're gonna circle our ankle the other way. 8, which is sometimes hard. 9, we're working our brains. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great. Punch it out. You can take those ankle weights off. We're going to go to our upper body routine. So you can put that large ball aside. We're going to start with bicep curls. You can do this seated or standing. I'm going to stand, but get your weights appropriate for that exercise for you. This is a rotating bicep curl, so we're going to have our palms facing in towards our thighs until we get up to our waist, and then we're going to put palms to sky, back to waist, and rotate back down, okay? If you have trouble doing both arms at the same time, you can simply alternate, okay? One and then the other. So here we go for 15. Legs are shoulder width apart. You want a little bend in your knee. Protect your back. For 1, 2. Make sure you breathe. 3. Belly button to spine. 4. You really want your arms to do the work here. 5. So you don't want to swing your body. You just want the biceps to be working. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Keeping that spine straight. 13. Breathing all the time. 14. You want to breathe out on the effort. And 15. All right. Put those weights down for just a second. Let's do some jazz hands. Whew. And just shaking them out. Shake, shake, shake. Maybe just doing some arm swings. Get a sip of water if you need it. And we're going to do our second set. Grab those weights. Little bend in the knee, legs hip width apart. Palms pointing in and rotating up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Let those biceps do the work. 5. And those lower arms as we rotate. 6, 7. Remember to breathe. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. You can put those weights down. Grab the weights that are appropriate for your tricep extension. We're going to do a combination of a bent over row and tricep extension. So we're going to start with bending at the hips, just hinging at the hips. Okay, and our arms are just down in front of us with the weights. And we're just going to row up. Okay, elbows stay close to the body. And then we're going to do our tricep extension with our right and our left, and then row back down. Okay, so right, left, and down for 2. Up, right, left, down for 3. Up, right, and remember to lock those wrists. Left, down for 4. Let those triceps do the work when you extend. Left, down for 5. Up, right, left, down for 6. Up, right, squeeze those triceps. 7, up, right, and left. 8, up, right, and left. 9, up, right, keeping that back flat and left. For 10, up, right, and left. For 11, up, right, left. For 12, up, right, and left. For 13, up, right, and left. For 14, last one, up, right, and left. For 15. All right. Take a breath, put those weights down for just a few seconds. Let's shake those hands out. Maybe do some finger presses back and forth. Some jazz hands out wide. And let's get ready for our second set. This time when we come up, we're going to extend the left arm first, okay? So in your bent over row position, you have your back flat, hinging at the hips. Both arms come up and then extend with your left. And then your right, down, that's 1. Up, left, and right, that's 2. Up, left, keep that back flat, right, don't round it. For 3, up, left, and right. For 4, up, left, then right. For 5, up, left, and right. For 6, up, left, and right. Down for 7, up, left, and right. Down for 8, up, left, and right. For 9, up, left, and right. For 10, up, left, keep those wrists locked, then right. Down for 11, up, left, let the tricep do the work, right. For 12, up, left, then right. For 13, up, left, and right. For 14, last one, up, left, and right. Down for 15. All right, put those weights down. Shake out those hands, grab your chair. We're going to do our overhead bin press. This one, I would like people to sit down for because it does put stress on your lower body. If you would like to stand, you may, but sitting is a kinder, gentler way of doing this. So we're going to start at the shoulders with our wrists facing forward. If you would like to do this, alternating arms, it's a little kinder and gentler, you can do that, or you can do them both at the same time. So I'm going to start doing them at the same time. All right, so we're pressing forward and up for 1, like you're putting 2, some luggage in an overhead bin on an airplane. 3, 4, sitting up straight, belly button to spine. 5, 6, 7. Make sure you breathe. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. Put those down for just a second. Shake those arms out, those fingers. Take a few deep breaths. And get ready for a second set. Bring those weights up to the shoulder with your palms facing forward. We're pressing up and forward for 1, 2. Remember to breathe. 3 on the effort. Breathe out on the effort. 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, if this is getting too much, just alternate. 8, 1 at a time. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. All right. Put those weights down. Shake those arms out. We're going to do a few stretches. We're going to do a tricep stretch. So taking one arm up, you want to try to reach your palm to the center of your back and then gently press that elbow with the other hand. Just pressing it back gently. Head is still in alignment. And just breathing. You're sitting up straight. Just pressing the elbow back. And then other side. Same thing, you try to reach your palm to the center of your back and just gently pressing this elbow back so that you feel a nice stretch here in your hamstrings. I mean, yeah, in your triceps. And then come forward, put those hands together in front of you, and we're going to do a shoulder stretch. Just move those shoulders and arms to the diagonal. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Blow it out and try to stretch a little further. Again, your torso is still forward in alignment. We're just doing the shoulders and the arms. Come back to center. Do it on the other side, to the diagonal, stretching the shoulders, the arms. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out. And see if you can stretch a little further on this side. And breathing. Sitting up straight. And then come back to center. And just shake those arms out. We're going to do a quadricep stretch. So staying seated, you're going to sit to the side of your chair. You're going to put that outside leg back. You're going to point your toes to the ground. And your knee also is pointing to the ground. Okay, you should be feeling the stretch here in your quadricep and keeping your spine in alignment, just kind of, I don't want to say bend back because we're not bending back. We're just moving our entire torso back a little bit. Just to make kind of an angle with your body so you can feel the stretch even more. Just angling back a bit. All right, come back to center. We're going to do that on the other side. Again, reaching that leg back. The toes are pointing to the floor and so is the knee. And then just with your back in alignment, just kind of settling back a little bit so you can really feel that stretch in the quadricep. And breathing. And breathing. And then come back to center. All right. Let's grab our big playground balls again. We're going to do a side bend stretch. So taking that ball in your right hand, you want to just bend to the side without bending forward or back, just to the side, and place that ball on the ground. And then you want to bring your arm up, bring the other arm up, exchange that ball, both arms come down, and then you're stretching to the left. Keep breathing up and then down, up, exchange that ball, and then down, up, exchange the ball, down, fast time to the left, up, exchange that ball, and come down. This time when you come up, bring that ball down to the center of your body and place it on your right knee. We're going to do some figure eights. So the ball is going to go from your right knee to the left shoulder, left knee, right shoulder, right knee, left shoulder, left knee, right shoulder, right knee, left shoulder, left, right, left, left. And let's do it a little faster. Just ramp it up a bit. And the next time that ball comes to your left knee, leave it there, and we're going to reverse the process. We're going to start with left knee, right shoulder, right knee, left shoulder. And we're going to start a little faster. Left, left, right, right. A little faster. Excellent. Okay. Keeping that ball in your hands. We're just going to do a little isometric finger exercises. So let's just squeeze the ball and then let it go. And squeeze and let it go. Squeeze and let it go. Squeeze and let it go. One more time. Squeeze and let it go. And this time you can place it on the side. We're gonna do our stand up, sit down. We're gonna do it slow today, and we're gonna do it 10 times. So resting your hands on your lap, or if you want them across your chest, or the I Dream of Jeannie pose that I like, we're simply gonna stand up slowly and sit down slowly. Okay, so let's start with 1. And 2. 3. And 4. 5. 6, keep breathing. 7, this is a good core and lower body exercise. 8, it's an essential action for our daily lives. 9, and 10. Okay. Shake it out, and you can move your chair to the side. We're going to do our calf stretch and combine that with our quadricep stretch and our hip flexor. So I want you to take a step back with your right foot, okay? And then I want you to lift the toes of your left foot, and you're going to feel that stretch in the calf there. So the more you lift the toes, the more you'll feel the stretch. And then I want you to just push your butt out with a flat back, keeping those toes up, and you're going to feel a stretch in the quadriceps, in the back of that leg where the toes are up. Okay? Just breathe into that stretch. And then I want you to put those toes down and kind of swing up and then back and sit down on that back leg with your knee pointed to the floor. Okay, your foot is still flat on the floor. And then just push your pelvis forward slightly. And you're going to feel that in the groin area and the hip flexors. It's a nice little stretch. If you can get the form correctly, you'll feel it. Keep that back straight. And breathe. And then step back together. That other foot goes back. Bend that knee, the front foot. Toes come up, and you're going to feel that in the hamstring. The more you try to bring those toes up, the more you're going to feel that hamstring stretch. Now push your butt out with a flat back. And you're going to feel, that's the calf stretch. This is, you're going to feel the hamstring. And just breathe into it. And then put those toes down, kind of come up. And sit back down on that back leg. The knee is pointing to the floor. The foot is flat on the ground, and you're just pushing your pelvis forward a little bit with a flat back. And you're going to feel the hip flexor stretch on the other side. And just breathe. And then come back up. Come to center. You're going to put your hands in prayer position in front of your nose. Press those hands together and bring them down to your waist. Flip them so that your fingers are pointing to the floor. Flip it up again. Come up to your nose. Again, down, pressing together. Really pressing those palms together. Flip them so that your fingers are pointing to the floor. Flip them back up. This time when you come up, come all the way up. Take a nice, big, juicy stretch. One big stretch up, knees bent. Come back down. Hug yourself one way. Hug yourself the other way. And give yourself a hand for showing up. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed the class.